So I woke up from a nap. 6 videos in the morning. Then a little bit of a beauty sleep, and now we're back in it, getting back into the swing of things. Hell yeah! So the Columbus Blue Jackets ended up making a trade that I think a lot of folks are going out there and hating on. Done deal, they post with a fancy visual video graphic. The Columbus Blue Jackets have acquired forwards Charlie Coyle and Miles Wood from the Colorado Avalanche in exchange for forward prospect Gavin Brindley, their 2025 third, 77th overall, and a conditional 2027 second-round pick. There are some details, which we will dive into here, but my immediate instinctual reaction is, holy crap, did Columbus really need to make this trade? Coyle and Wood are coming over as 2 roster forwards. Gavin Brindley, the prospect, a third and a second going over to Colorado. Is that fair? I don't know. I really don't know. And a lot of replies, oh, this is horrible for Columbus. Why would you do this? Brindley was worth more than a 30-point center and a borderline AHLer. Come on. This is straight up ass, the Clint Beastwood goes out there and says. Break this down in NBA terms. I'm not sure why people are mad. I mess with this. Horrible for the Jackets. Brindley is going to be a good player in the league someday. I think that's really what it boils down to. It's fans' perception and the way they view Gavin Brindley, the prospect heading over to Colorado, in exchange for 2 roster forwards in the now. Let's talk about, are there the trade details? I mean, that's what the article said there was going to be. I'm talking about the conditions. They said a conditional second-round pick, right? Let's just dive into it here. The Blue Jackets have acquired forwards Charlie Coyle and Miles Wood from Colorado in exchange for Gavin Brindley, a third-round pick, and a conditional second. President of Hockey Operations and GM Don Waddell announced today. We are very excited to welcome Charlie Coyle and Miles Wood to the Columbus Blue Jackets family, said Waddell. Charlie is an experienced two-way player that adds size and versatility to our group, while Miles is one of the fastest skaters in the NHL who provides great energy and physicality. Beyond being outstanding players, both are high-end character people who will fit in perfectly with our group and what we are building here in Columbus. Outstanding players, eh? I kind of doubt it, but I don't doubt the character aspects to both of these guys. Is there any sort of a write-up about the pick? No, there is not. There really isn't. They talk about the 2 players coming over to Columbus, and then they talk about Brindley. We can do that ourselves in Elite Prospects. So Charlie Coyle, he's going to be having to move one more time here. 33 years old, 6'3", 218, right-handed center right wing. Signed on till the end of this upcoming season at $5.25 million a year. Coyle exploded for the Boston Bruins the past little while, scoring 60 points in 82 games played in 2023-2024. This season, he had 22 points in 64 games with Boston and 13 points in 19 games with Colorado. He also only had 1 goal in 7 playoff games with the Avalanche in their first round series. Charlie Coyle, if you're able to get this version of Charlie Coyle, you're getting a really good player in Columbus. It's just, I don't really know if he's guaranteed to be able to doing that. Coyle is 33 years old, so it's not like he's the youngest dude in the world. He's been very consistently fine. I think that's the best way to describe it. Two-way guy, can win some face-offs, can provide some leadership too. He's now a Columbus Blue Jacket, most likely playing behind Sean Monahan and Adam Fantilli. If you have Coyle as your third-line center, I think you're doing pretty all right, I'm not going to lie. And Miles Wood, on the other hand, as the article went out there and said, he's a fast guy. He's 29 years old, 6'2", 194, left-handed left-wing player, signed on till the end of 2029, making $2.5 million a year. That's a long-term contract, honestly. But the dollar amount ain't that bad. Miles Wood, this previous season, scored 8 points in 37 games. With the Colorado Avalanche, he had scored 26 points in 74 games with the Avalanche last year. He did have some better days in New Jersey, scoring 32 points in 76 games in 2017-18, but Miles Wood, for the most part, is more of an energy guy, more of a speedy, grinder-type forward who is capable of playing middle to bottom 6 minutes and can provide some leadership too. So Columbus, this is a quote-unquote win now kind of move. Charlie Coyle and Miles Wood help the team in trying to win now. And I guess people are frustrated because not only are the Blue Jackets sending over a third and a second to get these two players, but they're sending Gavin Brindley too. 20-year-old second-round pick by Columbus in 2023, undersized forward, 5'9", 168, a right-handed dude who was so good with Adam Fantilli with the University of Michigan Wolverines. He had 53 points in 40 games played in 23-24 in his Draft +1 eligible year, and he was a total force for Team USA at the World Juniors, 10 points in 7 games over there. The only problem with Brindley was his AHL production wasn't great. 17 points in 52 games played in his first full year as a pro hockey player. He really struggled to get the ball rolling. You can say that, okay, it's because he's in the AHL. It's because the style that he plays is a lot more suited for the NHL. There are a number of Michigan Wolverines who have found a home with the Columbus Blue Jackets, from Zach Werenski to Adam Fantilli to the Kent Johnsons of the world. Lots of good names out of the Michigan system in Columbus. Gavin Brindley was looking to be one of them too. He just had a much slower development path, and it wasn't looking like he would be able to make that transition as quickly as some of those other guys. Now, though, Colorado has the rights to this prospect as well as 2 extra draft picks. This trade seems more like a selling type of move for the Avalanche. I kind of question, what is Nathan MacKinnon's response to this trade over here? How does he feel about his team selling off some pieces in the now for futures? We know Nathan MacDaddy MacKinnon is a competitive dude, but he did say after the Avalanche got eliminated in the playoffs, he doesn't know what direction this team is going down. He doesn't know where they're going to go here. So I kind of question this from their perspective. Is this another one of these moves that will make Nathan MacKinnon even more confused? Or do they have some sort of a bigger plan here? Are they cooking by sending away roster players for entirely just futures here? The third and the second are pretty good value, especially with Gavin Brindley. I actually think this is a good trade for Colorado value-wise. It's just procedurally wise. Is this the move that they should be making? I'm not sure. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. For Columbus, I can understand it, actually. They've been mid for quite a while now, and they have been slowly etching their way back into the playoff contention picture. They were close this previous year, might I remind you. So getting guys like Coyle and Wood will help them out in that respect. And if they're paying away stuff that's not really useful for them at the moment, I think it does make sense here. So with all that in mind, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about this trade? The Blue Jackets are grabbing Miles Wood and Charlie Coyle in exchange for Gavin Brindley, a top prospect, a 3rd-round pick this year, and a 2nd-round pick in 2027 that is conditional. I hope you enjoyed this video. Zayne, and bye.